Trojan family, what's up, man? USCJ here. It's the top of the morning. It's the top of the morning. Listen, I hope everybody is getting ready to get up, get out, and make some things happen this morning. Listen, we are all coming off the very, very, very special Christmas, man. And look, I'm completely lost in the sauce. We had the cakes, we had the pies, we had it all, man. We had I mean, you name it, man. The collard greens, anything that you could possibly name. I mean, it was only popping, it was only cracking. And now, look, man, I just feel completely lost. But I'm coming back, man. It's the next day, the day after Christmas. So we had a great opportunity, man. And most of all, I enjoy family, I enjoy friends, and most of all, I enjoyed the celebration of a birth of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. So, but look, we want to take a look real quick at some information as it relates to the Holiday Bowl, man, because there's a lot of people putting USC down. They're putting them down. They got them down for the count. Like it's a Mike Tyson punch out, like that USC just about to lay dead. But I think we're gonna find that it might be some things that are different as it relates to USC in this football game. And one is on both sides, each team, both of them have opt-outs. USC is going to have a bunch of opt-outs. Of course, you guys know we got Caleb Williams, who's our, the biggest opt-out of them all. Guys like Marshawn Lloyd, he's opting out. There's several guys, and Brandon Rice. And then on the flip side, Louisville has a couple of key defensive players, and they have a couple of players from the offensive side that'll be opting out as well. The main one, I think, is that receiver. I want to say his name is Thrush, but he will be opting out. There's some opportunities for USC. And let me say this though, I've always said the quarterback makes the world go round. So when you're talking about who wins in that area from an experience standpoint, I think it's going to be a guy like the Louisville team. Louisville, they're absolutely Plummer, the quarterback Plummer. They're absolutely leading in that category. But I do think there's a great opportunity for a guy like Miller Moss, who has approximately 300 yards on the season due to the fact that he did not play all that much due to Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams was that guy. Of course, the Heisman Trophy winner the year before, came in, put up another year of phenomenal numbers, over 3,500 yards. He did it again. And so Miller Moss sat behind that. And the question is this: if I just really put my own intellect into this, when I look at it from this perspective, and when I flip it this way, although Plummer has the experience, who was the better rated quarterback coming out? You can't always judge it by that, because you guys always know. I always talk about the stars. You can't do that. But then who has the better skill set? Who has the better potential? And I would arguably say Miller Moss does. And so I'm going to roll with Miller Moss. I think USC has a clear opportunity, and we get ready to take a look at a couple of things real quick. When you look at this right now, you see here, they have a projection coming from ESPN, the FPI. I believe that's what it's called. But we're going to take a look. Let's see. Let's run this back. If you see it here, on the year, Plummer, you see what type of yards he has, man. I mean, he's had a phenomenal year. You got to give it to him. I can't, and that's Jake the Snake Plummer. That's his son. But I can't take anything away. 3,063 yards on the year, and then of course Caleb Williams, who's our main guy, had 3,633 yards. But and you see their leading rusher 181 for 1,128 carries. And of course, you see their leading receiver there, 858 yards. He's not coming back. But on the flip side, we have our guys as well. When you look at this as well, Marshawn Lloyd, he will be out, and he's a big piece. But we got several running backs. We got Quinn Joyner. We got Austin Jones, who will be playing in this. Of course, we got a Marion Peterson. And then Taj Washington, you see him there with the 963 yards. I'm predicting now that Taj Washington will go over 1,000 yards after this game. Taj Washington, you're hearing it from me first, will go over 1,000 yards on the season. And he's standing right now at 963 yards. But when you look at this, I think USC has an opportunity. If we just match up piece for piece, whether it's guys like Deuce Robinson, whether it's guys like Jacoby Lane, you couple him with Taj Washington, I think that USC has an opportunity. Now, Florida State won this division. You guys know they played with Louisville in this game, in the championship game. And you see there, they finished 13-0. And then Clemson finished 8-4, and then they finished 10-3. I said 10-4, but 10-3. Louisville did, and they're third in the ACC. So, with that being said, ESPN has an FBI record, prediction rate, and it's 46.7 to win this game for Louisville. And you see here USC with the 53.3. Now, Vegas knows something. ESPN, FBI may know something. But I think if we just look at the athletes that we got on the field, USC did recruit well. And as I stated, they got the best part of their team coming back, which is their quarterback, who went for 235 for 370 yard passing attempts, 3,063 yards, 21 TDs, and 12 INTs. And so he's had a phenomenal year. You got to give it to him. You can't take anything away from this guy. But Miller Moss on the season, who came out 6'2", 200 pounds. Miller Moss has 309 yards on the season, 1 TD with a QBR of 81.0. So Miller Moss has an opportunity to spread this ball around. And the question is going to be after this game, if Miller Moss, as I stated before, if Miller Moss were to throw for over 400 yards and really performs the way he needs to perform, will USC have a quarterback controversy? Because you guys already know that one of the things that we talked about was Will Howard possibly coming in, and they said he's coming in. And coincidentally, Jaden Delore, Arizona quarterback, now he just entered the portal yesterday during Christmas, and that was unbelievable as well. But this thing is going to shape up to be very, very interesting. And I think USC, I think Miller Moss has an opportunity to really showcase his talent. I think he's going to have to get the ball out very, very quickly. I'm hoping the offensive line, these young guys, are going to be showcased. Alani Noah, Elijah Page, and some of the other young guys that are, Michael Benuelas. I hope that they get an opportunity to really showcase their skills, showcase their talent, because I believe in a lot of these guys in the future. I believe that USC recruited the offensive line 2 years in a row. Excellent, very excellent. I think that it's really go time with them as well. But then we got some other guys like Jonah Mannheim. We still got Pregna. We still got some guy, Emmanuel Pregna, some guys that I think that USC can really, really just spread this offense out, man. Just really have it to where USC can move and groove in a whole nother direction, man. So that's kind of what I want to know from you guys. What do you guys think as it relates to USC absolutely getting in this game and really performing? When you look at this game as well, Louisville has some guys, and I'm going to pull this up for you real quick. Louisville has some guys that they are missing. One guy is Jahar Jordan and Jamari Thrash. That's the receiver I was telling you about. Those are some big-time guys. Those two guys are going to be opting out. And, however, they will have their quarterback, who is Jack Plummer. But USC, on the flip side, they will be facing some minor setbacks, as I stated, with the guys that are leaving. But this is a time that I believe USC is going to step up. I want to see from Quinn Joyner what he can do. I want to see what Marion Peterson, I want to see what he can do. And then on the flip side, on our defense, I want to see what a guy like Elijah Hughes is going to do. I want to see also what a guy like Sam Green could possibly do. I want to see what a guy like Braylon Shelby is going to do. David Peavy. I think we got some young talent that are very, 4-star guys. If we flip it on their roster, even though these guys haven't all the way been developed yet, and even though they're freshmen, I think they've been in school long enough, and they've went through one football season to where this bowl game is going to really, really, I believe, have an opportunity to showcase a lot of these guys' talents. I think from safety standpoint, I think we're going to see Jalen Smith at the safety spot, for what I'm hearing, and we'll see who he's back there with. I think he's going to be back there with Anthony Beavers, if I'm not mistaken. I think Max Williams is going to actually play the nickel spot. You guys are hearing it from me here. That's what I think may be happening. As far as the transfer portal guys who's actually playing, I think we're gonna see the only one we're gonna see is the tight end. His name's slipping my mind. And the linebacker Chris Thompson Jr. Those are the only transfer players I think USC will be playing this week, this holiday bowl, man. So look, man, this is a couple of news and note items. You guys already know. If anything's breaking, you guys know I'm gonna bring it to you. But look, man, drop those comments, drop those score predictions. You guys know I always do an immediate reaction after the game. USC versus Louisville. Look, it's go time, man. We have no choice but to get it on and pop and on and crack it. I think USC has an opportunity. So look, man, I'm out of here, man. Until later on, everybody stay blessed. Don't forget, make sure you get up, get out, and make some things happen. Until later on, fight on, fight on, fight on.